star.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. So the New York starting five. OG Anunoby is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. And for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. And it's Harden in at the 1. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling. Down low, kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now here's Harden. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Harden's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Cavs.
Well, you better be right up on James Harden or else he's going to bury these threes, and he will do it in bunches.
And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Slamming it down.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
And here's Brunson. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him, and they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl Anthony Towns. As Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. Will try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Here's Hart. James Harden picking up that last basket. Looking to end the run, and that one hits back iron. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
Here's Brunson. Anunoby outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there. Getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Strus with it. Bridges covering. Harden against Anunoby. Harden kicks to Mitchell. 5 to shoot. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Sam Merrill, he's checked in for Max Strus. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. There's the double team with Allen. Back to Towns. Here's the 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mitchell passes to Merrill. Mobley outside. And here's Harden for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 12 in the game.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Max Strus is checked in for the Cavaliers. And New York with a change here, too. Clarkson's checked in. The Cavaliers on offense. They're on a 16-5 run here. Here's Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. It's a 13-point game. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Strus. And Mitchell gets it to go. He's got 8.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Outside, Towns. Mobley with the block. Merrill passes to Allen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You could put that ball just about anywhere for Jared Allen. Puts those long arms to great use.
52 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Buries it from 3-point range. Mitchell's got 13.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Brunson, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Here's Sohan. 6 on the shot clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
17 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's good.
Well, Jordan Clarkson tries to be aggressive for most of the game. And when he's looking to score from the mid-range, if he knocks a couple down, he can be dangerous.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cavaliers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be right back after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
So with Harden on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. We've got Larry Nance. Mobley is out there with Wade. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard. Clarkson, and it's Wade with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now Merrill. After Jordan Clarkson missing on that last three-pointer.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, DA. Thank you. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Max Strus is checked in for Dean Wade. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Sam Merrill. And James Harden subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for New York, Towns is checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Sohan. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Here's Harden, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brent, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin. Just measuring that floater off perfectly. Harden's so effective with that shot.
Back to Alvarado. Bridges outside. Shoots from the high post and off the front iron, and in it goes. McBride's got his first points of the game.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Harden gets the bucket.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Here's Alvarado, guarded by Harden. And it's Alvarado missing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
On the wing, Mitchell, defended by McBride. Over Alvarado, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Harden's got 9 points in the quarter. Outside, Towns. To end the run, he takes it in.
Just so fluid
with the ball in his hands. Towns capable of driving right around you.
Bruce kicks to Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 15 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Nance. The kick out to Mobley. Here's Harden. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
I love seeing Harden stroke it from there. One of the most lethal shooters we have in the game.
Bart, that's good.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And he gets it to go. Mitchell's got 17 now.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Hey, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
It's intercepted. McBride with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Bridges misses. Mitchell outside. Going inside. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
And how about the strength from Mitchell? Looking tough and determined on that aggressive take inside.
And then slams it in.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And so it's Cleveland, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come easy for you. How do you create that mentality?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys just go out there, compete, have fun, and just play hard.
My family doesn't think it's all for the kids, but I appreciate your sentiment. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
You know, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the 4 slot.
And that's where Brunson gets a lot of his baskets. He just thrives in the mid-range.
Harden with it. 23 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Up and in on the layup. Harden's got 25 points in the game.
Even if he's not a big man, Harden can score inside with the best of them.
Brunson, no good. Cleveland's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Allen dishes to Mitchell. Pass to Harden. from outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land. And he has 28 points for the game.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Bridges misses. From 17 feet out. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
The instincts tonight for Harden, razor sharp. He just knows when to pop up.
Here's Bridges. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Ring shot on the way. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Allen.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Brunson, good.
Jalen Brunson.
Brunson's got 7.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple seasons.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Here's Harden, and a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Anunoby outside. The 10-footer finds the target. That's 7 points for OG Anunoby.
Excellent court vision from Brunson as he's able to find the open man.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Over Brunson, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Here's Mobley, and he drives in. Count it, good. And it's 6 points for Evan Mobley.
Oh, great pass by Mitchell. He can run your offense, slide over to the 2 as well, giving you some great backcourt versatility.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
The shot's good from Brunson.
And those are 2 points earned by Jalen Brunson.
Harden surveying the D. Harden draws the double, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Larry Nance is checked in for Jared Allen. Dean Wade comes in for Evan Mobley. Sam Merrill, he's checked in for Max Strus. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Mitchell. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Jeremy Sohan comes in for OG Anunoby. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The shot's good from Nance.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
James Harden getting it done for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. Right back after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Harden on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. We've got Wade. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Nance. And it's Merrill in at the 3 slot. And the dunk by Towns.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
Here's Merrill. He's covered by Clarkson.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Alvarado. Pass to Towns. Here's McBride. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Schroeder kicks to Wade. So nice passing by Cleveland here. Left side, Nance. To the wing right side. Mitchell outside. 4 on the clock. Merrill gets the bucket.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Alvarado. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Wade driving to the basket, and Wade slams it in.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And the jam by Larry Nance.
Used to getting pushed around a little bit, Larry Nance Jr. does a nice job of finding enough room to score.
And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Jared Allen's checked in for Nance. Max Strus comes in for Wade. Mobley, he's checked in for Sam Merrill. And it's James Harden in for Dennis Schroeder. And New York with a change here, too. Robinson's checked in.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Mitchell kicks to Strus. Pass to Allen. Mitchell outside. Harden outside. Shoots over Alvarado. And again, it's Cleveland.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Mobley. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Allen's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And stolen by Mobley to the left wing. Here's Alvarado. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's Strus, and he jams it with authority.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Alvarado passes to Hart. Outside, Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Smart pass right there from Hart. I like how he reads the floor.
Cleveland's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. It's good from long range. Harden's got 41.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. Like, you can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Cleveland.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Nancy's checked in.
Okay.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Harden inside the three-point line. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, James. You took control early. Was this a complete game for the team?
Tonight was very important that we got off to a great start and you know, try to execute from the beginning of the game. It was very important for us to come out here and take care of home court, and that's what we did.
You certainly have it rolling now, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, James Harden.